Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. On the XRP chart, we see increased downside pressure. Yeah, the move yesterday that I explained in my video yesterday, we had 5 waves down and then we rallied actually into our resistance area. So that is all basically working out at the moment. Where are we? Maybe we should start with that. So first of all, we're exploring if XRP can form 5 waves up. I'm going to take that count, however, off the chart now. I don't believe it anymore. This was not the primary wave count anyway, only the alternative. Highlighted in yellow to give XRP the chance to rally in 5 waves. But honestly, very, very messy. I mean, not invalid, and I might bring it back onto the chart if it shows some movement, but I don't want to, I want to keep the chart clean. And at the moment, I just don't find it very likely that it's going to give us this 5th wave with a stretched out move to the just sideways, okay? So it could be that we're forming a leading diagonal here, but it would have to be an expanding one. They are rare anyway. And the 5th wave needs to happen. And it would need to be a wave going above the 56 cent level actually, 55.8 cents. Then we have 5 waves up, and then we have 5 waves up to work with. Then we can say, okay, possibly we're back in at least a medium-term uptrend. But until then, I take it off the chart. Would rather focus on 2 short-term bearish scenarios. One is anyway on the chart as an ABC structure. That let me see. I need to bring that over here. So the idea was, let me just think, A, B, C. Yeah, so the idea was that in this B wave, so currently that we are basically in, that we came down off this X wave high. So we had a WXYXZ pattern to the downside. You will remember that from a previous video, that we're basically in this Z wave to the downside. And this Z wave would complete a larger B wave. Now, the Z wave itself is an A, B, C structure. And I know it's a bit of a tortured one, but this C wave could be a 1, a 2, a 3, this here as a 4, and then a wave 5 to the downside. So basically 5 waves down in wave C. Don't get too confused with all the subwaves. I think what is important to understand that we're currently exploring, and I'll highlight that in yellow now so we can see it better, within this 5 wave move, what the best wave count is, yeah, in this 5th wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a wave 5 to the downside. So there are other possibilities how this can be labeled, but there isn't anything that I find, more suitable at the moment. So the idea is, has this wave 4 actually finished? Because we are dealing with some downside pressure there. Has this wave 4 finished? If it has, then we had our 1-2-1-2 setup, and that's still very much valid. And as long as price stays below the resistance I gave you yesterday, 53 cents, the focus can be on lower in a 3rd wave of a 3rd wave next. Now, experience tells us with XRP, it's often not going to follow through in an impulse. So what else could it be? I want to just pre-warn you because it's not really following through at the moment impulsively, even though it reacted nicely to our resistance area twice already. Just want to prepare you what happens if price breaks above that 53 cent level. Then it will probably reset circle wave 2 first. Resistance for circle wave 2 is 54.7 cents. Only above that level, we might consider something more bullish, or even a triangle option, that basically this wave 4 is unfolding as a triangle. But let me tell you, as long as price is below the 55.8 cent level, I think there is downside pressure. It might just get a little bit delayed if we have a triangle. A triangle wave count would be wave 4 as a triangle, A, B, C, D, E possibly, but it wouldn't make a great difference. But triangles can always extend out, yeah, and would then break to the downside. So it could either be a triangle or here this 1-2-1-2 setup. But resistances that you need to pay attention to are 53 cents. That's not so important. I mean, if price gets above that, it will simply reset circle wave 2. Here, a bit higher. And then a more relevant one is 54.7 cents. Above 54.7, price will probably challenge the 55.8 cent swing high. And yeah, above that level, we have 5 waves up, and then we have a leading diagonal. And then we can look at a more medium-term uptrend. But until then, for me, there is a lot of downside pressure here. To confirm that XRP is really coming down in this structure, we need confirmation, and we need a break below the last swing low at 50.7 cents. Until we get that, this could still stretch out a little higher, sideways, yeah. Seems to be range movement over the weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if it just keeps going in a range and maybe forms a triangle. I mean, let me take these ascending wedge pattern trend lines out, and it might actually be more like a triangle that's forming here with these trend lines that you can see now on the chart as a way for triangle, yeah. So pay some attention to them, but very choppy price action again. Not really following through to the downside yet, but overall the key milestone, the key point here is really this 55.8 cent level. There are a few possibilities how this structure to the downside can unfold as a triangle, a 1-2-1-2, or just a 1-2 setup. But as long as that level stays intact, especially the resistance just below it at 54.7 cents, the downside pressure should remain, and it should take it to another low below the 17th of August low, below 43.2 cents. That's my update about XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.